Imagine ancient Athens, a city bustling with life, culture, and intellectual fervor. The year is 428 BC, a time when Athens was at the height of its power and influence. In this vibrant city, a boy is born into a world on the cusp of great change and turmoil. This boy is Plato, who would grow up to become one of the most influential thinkers in human history, shaping the very foundations of Western philosophy. Born into an aristocratic and politically active family, Plato's early life was steeped in the intellectual and cultural ferment of Athens, a city known for its artistic achievements and democratic ideals. He witnessed the Peloponnesian War, a devastating conflict that shook the foundations of Athenian society and left a lasting impact on its citizens. This experience likely had a profound impact on his worldview, instilling in him a deep concern for justice, social order, and the fragility of human institutions. As a young man, Plato became a devoted student of Socrates, a philosopher who would leave an indelible mark on his thinking. Socrates was a revolutionary figure in ancient Greece, known for his method of questioning and dialogue. He challenged conventional wisdom and encouraged his students to question everything, fostering a spirit of critical inquiry and debate. Socrates' emphasis on critical thinking and the relentless pursuit of truth left an indelible mark on Plato, shaping his philosophical outlook and methods. Socrates' execution by the Athenian state in 399 BC was a turning point in Plato's life, a moment that deeply affected him and altered the course of his future. Deeply affected by the death of his mentor, Plato resolved to continue Socrates' legacy, dedicating his life to the pursuit of knowledge and the betterment of society. He embarked on a journey of philosophical inquiry that would shape the course of Western thought, leaving a legacy that endures to this day. Driven by his passion for knowledge and his desire to honor Socrates' memory, Plato founded the Academy in 387 BC. Located in a grove of trees outside Athens, the Academy was more than just a school. It was a vibrant center of learning and scholarship, a place where minds met to grapple with life's big questions. At the Academy, students studied a wide range of subjects including philosophy, mathematics, astronomy, and music. Plato believed in a holistic education, one that nurtured both the mind and the body. He saw education as essential for the development of virtuous and enlightened citizens. The Academy attracted some of the brightest minds of the time. Among Plato's most famous students was Aristotle, who would go on to become a towering figure in philosophy in his own right. The Academy became a beacon of intellectual inquiry, its influence radiating outward across Greece and beyond. At the heart of Plato's philosophy lies the theory of forms, a concept that has intrigued thinkers for millennia. This theory proposes that the physical world we experience with our senses is not the ultimate reality. What we see, touch, and hear are merely shadows of a deeper truth. Instead, Plato argued that there exists a higher realm of perfect, unchanging forms. Imagine a perfect circle, an ideal that exists beyond our physical world. You can draw a circle on a piece of paper, but it will never be truly perfect. No matter how precise your tools or steady your hand, imperfections will always remain. It might be slightly uneven or have a tiny smudge. These imperfections highlight the difference between the physical and the ideal. For Plato, the perfect circle exists not in the physical world but in the realm of forms. This realm is a place of absolute perfection, untouched by the flaws of our material existence. These forms are the true essence of things. They represent the most accurate and unchanging reality, a blueprint for everything we encounter in our daily lives. They are eternal, unchanging, and perfect. Unlike the transient objects we see around us, forms remain constant and pure. The physical world, on the other hand, is a pale imitation of this higher reality. It is a world of change and decay, where nothing remains the same. The objects we see around us are like shadows cast by the forms. They are mere reflections, lacking the true substance of their ideal counterparts. They are imperfect copies of their ideal counterparts. This distinction between the physical and the ideal challenges us to look beyond appearances. Plato's theory of forms has had a profound impact on Western thought. It has shaped the way we understand reality and our place within it. It has influenced philosophers, theologians, artists, and scientists for centuries. Each of these fields has drawn from Plato's ideas to explore the nature of existence and knowledge. It raises fundamental questions about the nature of reality, knowledge, and the human condition. By contemplating the theory of forms, we are invited to seek a deeper understanding of the world and ourselves. To illustrate his theory of forms, Plato used a powerful metaphor, the allegory of the cave. This allegory is not just a simple story, but a profound philosophical lesson that has resonated through the ages. Imagine a group of prisoners chained inside a dark, damp cave. They are bound in such a way that they cannot move their heads or bodies. They have been there their entire lives, unable to move their heads, forced to stare at the wall in front of them. Behind them burns a fire, casting a dim light that flickers and dances on the cave walls. Between the fire and the prisoners, puppeteers walk, carrying various objects and figures. The prisoners cannot see the real objects, only their shadows projected on the cave wall. These shadows are the only reality they know. They mistake these shadows for reality, believing them to be the only truth that exists. Now imagine one prisoner breaks free from his chains. He is initially confused and disoriented. He stumbles out of the cave into the sunlight, a world he has never seen before. At first, he is blinded by the light, his eyes unaccustomed to the brightness, but gradually his eyes adjust, and he begins to see the world around him with clarity. He sees the world as it truly is, bathed in the light of the sun, full of color and life. The escaped prisoner represents the philosopher who, through reason and inquiry, breaks free from the chains of ignorance and illusion. He ascends to the realm of forms, where he sees the true nature of reality, beyond mere shadows and illusions. The allegory of the cave is a powerful reminder that our perceptions can be deceiving, and that true enlightenment comes from seeking knowledge and understanding beyond the superficial. The Philosopher King, a vision of ideal leadership. Plato's concern for justice and social order led him to explore the nature of ideal leadership. In his seminal work, The Republic, Plato introduces the concept of the Philosopher King. For Plato, the ideal ruler is not the wealthiest or the most powerful, but the wisest and the most virtuous. The Philosopher King is someone who has dedicated their life to the pursuit of truth and justice. The Philosopher King possesses a deep understanding of the forms, the eternal principles that govern reality. They are guided by reason and wisdom, not by self-interest or ambition. They rule with justice and compassion, always seeking the well-being of their people. Plato's concept of the Philosopher King has been both praised and criticized throughout history. It raises fundamental questions about the nature of power, the role of expertise in government, and the possibility of achieving a just society. Plato's influence on education has been profound and long-lasting. His establishment of the Academy in Athens is often considered one of the earliest forms of higher education in the Western world. Through the Academy, Plato emphasized the importance of a broad and rigorous curriculum, which included subjects like philosophy, mathematics, and the sciences. This holistic approach to education has shaped the way we think about learning even to this day. Plato's philosophical inquiries laid the groundwork for scientific thought. His emphasis on reason and empirical observation paved the way for future scientific methods. Plato's dialogues often explored the nature of reality and knowledge, encouraging a spirit of inquiry that has driven scientific discovery for centuries. His ideas about the forms, or ideal versions of objects and concepts, have influenced scientific theories about the nature of the universe. Plato's political philosophy, especially as expressed in his work, The Republic, has left a lasting legacy on political thought. He envisioned a society governed by philosopher kings, individuals who possess both wisdom and virtue. This idea has sparked countless debates about the nature of justice, governance, and the role of the individual within the state. Plato's thoughts on politics continue to inspire and challenge political theorists and leaders around the world. One of the most intriguing aspects of Plato's philosophy is the Plutonic Argument, which delves into the nature of reality and existence. Originating from his dialogues, primarily in The Republic and Phaedo, the Plutonic Argument centers on the theory of forms. Plato posited that beyond our tangible world lies a higher realm of perfect, immutable forms or ideas. These forms represent the true essence of things we encounter in our everyday lives. The key points of the Plutonic Argument revolve around the distinction between the world of forms and the physical world. Plato argued that the physical world is merely a shadow or reflection of the real, unchanging world of forms. For instance, a beautiful painting or a just action in our world are mere approximations of the perfect form of beauty or justice that exist in the higher realm. This argument has had a profound impact on philosophy, influencing countless thinkers throughout history. It challenged philosophers to consider the nature of reality, knowledge, and existence, laying the groundwork for metaphysics. Moreover, the Plutonic Argument has inspired debates on the nature of universals, the relationship between mind and matter, and the pursuit of true knowledge. The Plutonic Argument continues to be a cornerstone in the study of philosophy, prompting us to look beyond the surface and seek the deeper truths that define our world and our existence. Even today, Plato's ideas remain incredibly relevant. His explorations of ethics, politics, science, and education continue to resonate with contemporary thinkers. Plato's commitment to seeking truth and understanding the deeper meanings of life encourages us to question, to learn, and to grow. His legacy reminds us that the pursuit of knowledge and wisdom is a timeless endeavor, one that continues to shape our world in profound ways.